When breaking news, the driver responsible for killing 5 teenagers in a New South Wales crash last year has been sentenced. Live to Kenny Heatley at Campbelltown Court in Sydney. So, Kenny, talk us through the details of this verdict.
Well, it was a packed courtroom here in Campbelltown, and it was filled with members of the families of the victims. 5 teenagers aged between 14 and 16 were killed in this crash on September 6 in 2022 in southwest Sydney in Buxton, with Tyrell Edwards, 18 years old at the time, today his 20-year-old birthday, at the wheel of the car. The judge was saying that he was charged with 5 counts of aggravated driving, and he pleaded guilty to that. There was reaction in the court, audible gasps of protest, saying what ridiculous inside the court as the sentence was handed down by Judge Christopher O'Brien. 12 years behind bars for that crime, with a minimum of 7 years non-parole. Let's hear some of the reaction outside court once that sentence was handed down.
It's a very low number. There are 5 lives. You'd get more if you killed someone with a baseball bat. So this is where legislation needs to be changed, treat a vehicle like a weapon.
Now, because of the early guilty plea, there was a 25% reduction in the sentence, and also the judge took into consideration the genuine remorse that he had, the guilt, also suicidal ideation as well. But here's some of his reasoning around that sentence.
Of the aggravating factors identified in the guideline judgment, I note that the extent and nature of the injuries inflicted was extreme. That is, 5 innocent young members of the community died. The number of people put at risk was high. The speed of the offender's vehicle in the period immediately before the collision was approaching twice the legal speed limit and was well in excess of the speed required to establish the aggravated offence. His driving was both erratic and aggressive, and characterised, at least in part, by him showing off to the victims.
And Tyrell Edwards appeared via video link wearing a prison green jumper. He sat pretty much expressionless as that sentence was handed down, but there was many members of his family in the gallery as well, with his mother wearing black while the sentence was getting handed down. She was crying, also head in her hand as well. But also there was a lot of tears from the victim's family too, as a statement was read out by the judge directly from Tyrell Edwards. Let's hear a bit of that.
I am so sorry for the pain and loss I have caused to all the families. I can't put into words my pain for the loss of my friends, and I can't imagine the enormity pain of the families. I can't understand how unfair it is that I survived.
And John Vanderput, who spoke to the media outside court, the father of one of the victims, whose name is Lily, said those words he didn't think were genuinely his. Back to you, Tom.
Kenny, thank you.